So hello guys and welcome to my channel. Yesterday we have discussed the numericals on steam power plant and we have discussed about the reaction turbines. And today in this lecture we will discuss about the Pearson reaction turbine and impulse turbines. And hope you have practiced these velocity diagrams many times. So first memorize these velocity diagrams and then it will be more easy to understand all the numericals. So let's start with this Pearson reaction turbines. Here, the following data refers to a particular stage of a Pearson reaction turbines. Here we have given the speed of the turbine is 1500 rpms. Here we have given speed as 1500 rpms and the mean diameter of rotor is 1 meters and stage efficiency is given as 80%. And here blade outlet angle is 20%, is 20 degree, and speed ratio is 0.7. And here we have mass flow rate. So we have given all the data of this. And here speed ratio means rho, and rho is the ratio of CVL upon C1 and that is equals to 0.7 given. And mass flow rate means ms. Here this is given the value of ms. And here we have given the stage efficiency as 80%. So first we will calculate the speed, blade speed. So blade speed is represented as CVL. So for that we have the formula pi dn upon 60, and on substituting the value we can get the value as 78.54 meter per second. And here we have given rho is equals to CVL upon C1, that is given as 0.7. So from this, after substituting the value of CVL, just we have calculated the value of CVL and that is 78.54 meter per second. And if you substitute the value of CVL here, we will get the value of C1. So we will get the value of C1 as 112.2 meter per second. And in triangle PLS, here P, L and S. Here we have P and here we have L and here we have S. So in this triangle PLS we can write cos alpha as CW1 upon C1. Here from P to L we have CW1 and from S to L we have the length C1. So cos alpha can be written as CW1 upon C1. So CW1 equal to C1 into cos alpha, and the value of C1 we have calculated here 112.2 meter per second, and cos alpha means cos into 20 degree. Here the value of alpha is 20 degree. So we'll get here the value of CW1 and CW1 equal to 105.43 meter per second. And since alpha is equals to 5, so C1 and CR0 will be same here. And here from the triangle we can, the velocity diagram, we can write CW1 equal to C1 cos alpha, and on substituting the value of C1 we will get the value of CW1. Similarly CW0 can be written as CW1 minus CVL, so we will get here 26.88 meter per second. And to calculate the isentropic enthalpy drop, we have the formula CBL into CW1 plus CW0 upon n stage, and we have calculated the value of CBL and CW1, CW0 and n stage. All parameters are given. So on substituting all the values, we'll get the value as 12.999342 kilojoule per kg. Similarly, to calculate the power developed in turbines, we have the formula ms CW1 plus CW0 CVL upon 1000 kilowatt. So we'll get here 41.359 kilowatt. And similarly we have the second one here, second numericals. So in an impulse turbines with a single row wheel, the mean diameter of the blade is 1.05 meters and the speed is given as here 3000 rpms, and the nozzle angle is also given as 18 degree, and the ratio of blade speed to steam speed is 0.42, and the ratio of relative velocity of the outlet from the blade to that of inlet is 0.84. It means the ratio here, we have the ratio of relative velocity at outlet from the blade represented as CR1, and the ratio of relative velocity at inlet is represented as CR0, and that is equals to 0.84 as mentioned in the questions. And the outlet angle of blade is to be made 3 degree less than that of inlet angles. It means the angle phi here, outlet velocity phi is equals to theta minus 3, and the steam flow rate is 10 kg per second, means ms, and the value of ms is here 10 kg per second. and draw velocity diagrams and determine the power developed in the blade and blading efficiency. So first draw these velocity diagrams and determine all the parameters that used to be calculated in the questions. Here we have given the diameter d and speed in rpm is 3000 rpms. Similarly, nozzle angle given as alpha equal to 18 degree, and ratio of blade speed to steam speed rho is 0.42 given in the questions. So first go through the blade speed. So blade speed is calculated as CBL. So for that we have the formula pi d upon 60. So on substituting the value of d and n, we'll get as 164.9. And here we have rho, and here we have given the value of rho as 0.42 here, and rho is calculated as CBL upon C1, and that is equal to 0.42 given. So from this we can calculate C1, sir, and C1 is equal to 393 meter per second, sir. And similarly in triangle PSM, here we have P and this is S, here we have S and this is M. So in triangle PSM we can write PS as PM equals to PS equals to PM tan theta, and in triangle PLS this is P and L and this is S. Again in triangle PLS we can add PS is equals to PL tan alpha, and in place of PL we can add PM plus LM into tan alpha. So on calculating we can write here PS is equals to, and PM plus LS means PM plus LS, and this can be represented as CW1. So in place of CW1 we can write C1 is LS cos alpha, means C1 into cos alpha tan alpha. So the value of PS is 121.44 meter per second. And again tan theta can be calculated as tan inverse PS by PM, means this P2 S and P2 M in triangle PMS. If you apply this tan theta rules, so tan theta equal to tan inverse PS upon PM. So tan inverse we can add here 30.78 degrees. So the value of this will be the value of for theta. So here we have to calculate theta only, not tan theta. So theta will be tan inverse PS by PM. So we'll get theta as 30.17 degree. And as mentioned in the question, phi is equals to here theta minus 3. So in place of theta we have 30 degree minus 3. So 27.17 degree, and CR1 equal to PM upon cos theta. So on substituting these we can write here 241.59 meter per second. Similarly we can calculate CR0 as we have the ratio CR0 upon C1. So CR0 can be written as 0.84 into CR1. Again we will get the value of CR0 here. And in triangle MQN, here we have the triangle this M Q and this is N. So in this triangle we can write here cos phi is equals to CW0 plus CBL upon CR0, and from this we can calculate the value of CW0, and we have the value 15.644 meter per second. Similarly we can calculate CW1 and CW. So after calculating all the parameters we have to calculate the tangential thrust on the blade, and for that we have the formula ms into CW1 plus CW0. On substituting we will get here this value in newtons. Similarly for axial thrust we have the formula ms into CF1 minus CF0, and again here we have 287.75, and again this is in newtons, not in meter per second. And so the resultant thrust will be the root under this square plus this square. So we'll get here 3904.557 newtons. And to calculate the power developed we have ms into CW1 plus CW0 into CBL upon thousands. So on substituting and calculating we'll get here 640.9 kilowatt. Similarly blading efficiency, for blading efficiency we have 2 CBL into CW1 plus CW0 upon C1. Again on calculating we'll get here 83.14%. So in this way you can calculate the problems related to steam power plant. Hope you enjoy the lectures. Thanks for watching this.